How are we doing? Are we good? Good? Okay, good. Welcome to the chatty. Get ready with me, girls. Are we feeling the fall vibes? It's September 1st. Oh my goodness. I don't know when fall officially starts, but in my mind, I've had the absolute best day today, and I was like, why is today like so good? Not that I'm questioning why my day is good, because you know what, of course I want my day to be good, but then I was like, oh, right, because it's September 1st, which means it's basically fall. Literally just turned the camera on, my battery's gonna die, BRB. We're back in business, we're back in business. I need to get a haircut very bad, and I never really understood why people are like, oh, I need to get a haircut so bad, because I'm like, why do you not want long luscious hair? I get it now. Mine, it needs to be cut. The dead ends need to be cut, but I was at my mom's yesterday, and I was like, oh, can you trim my hair? And she was like, no. And then I looked. I haven't turned around and looked at my hair just like straight in a while, because my natural hair is straight, you guys know, right? She's long, but she's like a V shape, and I need to actually go get it cut by somebody who knows what they're doing, because I was like, yeah, you're right, you're not cutting my hair. Anyway, shall we chat about fall? Oh my goodness. I think September through February are the months that I just absolutely thrive, and I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm conditioned like a silly little human to think September through February is like school time, so that's why I do well. Like, I don't know what it is, but I absolutely love fall. I think I used to try to convince myself I was a summer person, and I do like summer, but I live in Florida, so it's literally summer year round. And yes, we have like 2 months out of the year they're really cold, and in comparison to other places colds, it's not that cold obviously, but like it gets cold. Like, we're in jackets and we're like, oh my gosh, like we need the sun to come back. But I don't know, but I'm so excited to move back up north and just experience fall. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so nice. I really don't know what it is about fall, but I love it. I am the most productive version of myself. Let me tell you, girls. All right, let me tell you the course of my weekend. So I stayed at my mom's this weekend, which she doesn't live super far away. Like, she literally lives like less than an hour away from where I live. So I stayed at her house for the weekend, and it was so much fun, and it was so chill, and like her house is so peaceful, and maybe it's just because she lives there, you know, it's like only she's living there, but also like the way she decorated. Oh, it's so peaceful there. And my cat is there, which I would say cats, but Bing, I feel like some of you guys will remember Bing. She's been featured in some of the vlogs. Joe has too, but Bing passed away, which is a bummer. So my cat Joe lives with my mom, and got to hang out with him. And oh, I was supposed to go car shopping today, but that didn't pan out. And it didn't pan out because I didn't allow it for it to pan out. It could have panned out if I really wanted it to, but then I was thinking realistically, my original plan for my car was to sell it in closer like winter, like later in fall. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to look up when fall actually is. When is fall? Google. Oh my gosh, I have more to talk to you guys about. When is fall? September 22nd through December 21st. Monday, September 22nd through Sunday, December 21st is fall this year. Yeah, this is in the UK. I've always considered autumn fall to start from September 1st to November 30th. When has December include? December is a winter month. That's wrong. That had to have been wrong. When is fall 2025? The meteorological start of fall is September 1st, which is also Labor Day. Maybe that's why I'm feeling it today. Because the meteorological begins on September 1st, while astronomical fall starts on September 22nd. Meteorological seasons are based on temperature, while astronomical seasons are based on the Earth's position relative to the sun. Daylight savings time ends on November 2nd, 2025. Okay, so according to the Old Farmer's Almanac, which, you know what? I trust the old farmers and I trust their almanac. So today's fall, and that's why I'm having such a good day. But the autumnal equinox, when is the first day of fall for meteorologists? Meteorological? Why is it? The autumnal equinox will fall on Monday, September 22nd in the northern hemisphere. How are they different? Astronomical seasons are defined by the Earth's orbiting position in relation to the sun. Meteorological seasons are dictated by the Earth's temperature. Okay, well, why is it like so, like, why is fall happening first? You know what I'm saying? Whatever, it is what it is. I guess we're gonna basically be celebrating Christmas in the fall this year. Wow, super off topic. Of course, of course, what's new here? Oh, right. Okay, so yeah, I was staying at my mom's for the weekend, and I literally just got back home. It's, what time even is it? It's 4:11. And I got home maybe at like 3:20ish. Oh, right, I was gonna buy a car. But I had 3 test drives scheduled today. Technically 4, but technically 3 because I scheduled 3 different dealerships, and then one of them got sold, and I was like, okay. But then I like swapped it out for a different one, and I was looking at Jeep Wranglers. So if you're a Jeep Wrangler girly, let me know how you like it, but don't tell me not to get it because I'm probably gonna get it. Like, don't tell me not to, you know? Well, tell me your honest opinions. But yeah, then I just kind of was thinking, and I was like, I don't really want to have a car payment right now. Like, I don't have a car payment right now with my car. Granted, my car should be sold soon. Like, he's getting up there in age. He's getting up there in miles. The AC is a little bit temperamental, which sucks in Florida, but you know, I've learned to live with it. And honestly, I don't really have to drive many places. And when I do, they're really not that far from where I live. So I can usually deal. Yeah, but basically, yeah, I was just thinking, had all these scheduled and I was so excited. And then I was like, I came back into reality and I was like, do I realistically want to have a car payment right now? Absolutely not. That's the last payment I want to have right now. Granted, do I have a bunch of expenses right now? No, I don't, because I'm living at home. Do I pay rent? Yes, I do, but I don't pay as much rent as I would if I was living in an apartment on my own, but I will be doing that again in the near future. So I think right now I'm gonna try to push off having expenses for as long as I can, because I already have a month that I'm moving. I already have an apartment that I'm moving into. Well, not like, I already know the apartment complex that I'll be moving into and like the location of it. So I'm so happy that I have these things, you know, on track. But one of the reasons I have them on track is because I followed my initial plan, and you guys know how I feel about following the plan. So yeah, yesterday I was like, you know what, like, it's a decision that I could make the decision to get a new car, you know, trade in or like sell my old car, put money down, have a car payment for a little, or I could keep saving my money, keep driving my car, because it does work. There are some things that do scare me about my car right now, but you know what, we're just gonna ride it. We're just gonna turn the volume up when we start to hear noise, you know what I'm saying? I'm kidding, he doesn't make noise, but there are some things I'm concerned about. But you know, that's okay. You live and you learn, and if you live and you learn and you don't live anymore because you didn't learn, it is what it is. Canceled on my car test drive appointment things. One of them, oh my gosh, one of them was literally perfect. It was gonna be perfect. The salesperson I was texting with, he was perfect. Like, he was being so sweet. And literally when I texted him this morning at like 6 something, I was like, hey, like, I'm so sorry, I need to cancel this, but like, definitely I'll be in contact with you in the future, all this. And he wasn't being a pushy, like, when he answered, he was not like pushy salesperson. He was literally like, okay, no worries, like, I totally get it. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a nice Labor Day, because it's Labor Day. So, you know, that was super cool. So that was gonna happen, right? And then yesterday I had that come to Jesus moment where I was like, I'm not gonna buy a car. Like, I'm not gonna buy a car tomorrow. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want a car payment. I'm gonna coast this luxury that I'm having right now where I don't have any expenses, which my other thought process on the flip side of it was like, well, if I get a car sooner to when I'm moving, I'll have all my expenses all at once. But it's like, you know what? Life's not gonna give you what you can't handle. So we're gonna ride with that. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna lead with that mindset, because literally that's all life is your mindset. And that's the mindset I'm gonna have. So that's my reality. That's how it works. It's science. It's literally science. But yeah, so long story short, yesterday I was just feeling like, okay, like I'm gonna get a car, and then I was like, I'm not gonna get a car. And for some reason, I would say for some reason, but like obviously like when you think you're, you know, gonna go make an exciting like big girl purchase and then you decide to be smart and logical and you don't, it's like kind of sad, it's like kind of a bummer. So then I took my own advice, and I haven't done this in a little bit, but you guys know, if you're part of the command center or if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram or anything, you guys know I become the girl of your dreams, right? Like you have to figure out who the girl of your dreams is so that you could act like her every single day, right? So I was like, I haven't made like my like definition of the girl of my dreams in quite a while, so I'm gonna do that again. So I was at work on Sunday and it was a really slow day, so I had my journal with me, which I went to Walmart that morning. So Sunday morning I woke up early, I woke up at like 6:30, had my coffee, went and cleaned out my car because I thought I was gonna sell it on Monday. Then I went to Walmart to buy a journal because my journal died. I had my boss at Tanland, he bought me like a probiotic soda. He's like, you should try this. Like, I've never tried it. So I didn't try it because it was like the end of my shift and I didn't want it. I was about to go home. I was like, okay, like I'll try it. I need to get setting spray. Pause. Okay, we have the Urban Decay All-Nighter Makeup Setting Spray Natural Finish. Ooh, did we get new packaging? We did. This didn't used to look like this. It used to be a little ugly cap. This is probably more plastic, which I probably shouldn't be like, woo, yay. Anyway, it's very fine. It used to be a lot stronger of a spritz last time I've used this, but I'm okay with it. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, I went to Walmart. Oh, this soda, I put it in my bag. This happened Saturday. This happened Friday. I put it in my bag and then I went home to my mom's after my shift at work on Friday. And then I was sleeping at night, right? And then it was like 2:30 in the morning. I was awoken from my sleep. It sounded like if somebody took a textbook, specifically like a science classroom textbook, okay? Slammed it down on the ground. Like slammed it or like banged it on a desk. And I like jolted out of my sleep and I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, is somebody breaking in? Like, am I gonna die? Couldn't figure it out because like I'm looking around a dark room and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Anyway, then I start getting ready to go to work the next day and I'm pick up my bag. I left everything in it. I left my journal in it, my laptop, my iPad, like my hard drive, like all this stuff. I left everything in it. And then I drive the 30 minutes to work, yeah. And I look in my bag and I see that this soda can is like pressurized, like it's like, you know when cans, usually it's a can and it's flat and then, you know when they pressurize and they like expand? Yeah, and then I saw the hole in it and I was like, that means that my bag is soaked. How did I not realize that my bag is soaked? It was my long top bag, which thankfully it was that because they're so easy to clean. But yeah, so basically my journal got soaked, which I was probably about 20 days out from needing a new journal because she was almost all the way filled up. And yeah, so I was like, I always get my journals from Walmart. There's a very specific journal I like, which I did get a different one, but they did have the one I normally get. So yeah, spent like 15 minutes at Walmart in the journal section at like 7 a.m. picking out my journal, and I got a notebook too because I'm locking into my financial literacy course again and just like my education, and I wanted a notebook because I've been taking notes on my laptop. Like I'll watch something on my iPad and take notes on my laptop typing it. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't feel like I'm actually learning anything when I do that. So yeah, and then I went to the car wash, cleaned up my car, got my car all nice and clean, all that good stuff, and then I went back home, and then I went to work on Sunday. Sorry, that was kind of like a really irrelevant backstory. All this to say, I had got a new journal. And I was like, this journal doesn't have the blueprint for like the girl of my dreams, and I haven't done that in a while, so I'm gonna update it, right? I'm gonna update it based on my new thoughts, my new life plan, my new everything. So I was doing that on yesterday was Sunday. Yeah, I was doing that yesterday. No, I was doing it while I was at work on Sunday, because at work on Sunday is when I decided like I'm gonna hold off on the car, and so I like went in and I was like, oh my gosh, like I want to be the girl of my dreams. Like she sounds fucking amazing, which got me really in the mood to start acting like the girl of my dreams, right? And then last night I journaled, which I haven't journaled in like in my normal way in probably 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer. I've kind of like gone through the motion journaling, but I haven't like journaled. I haven't locked in, and I locked in last night and it felt amazing. And then this morning I set my alarm for 6 o'clock because I have been waking up at 6:30 recently, but I kind of like want to go back to waking up at 6 because I used to wake up at 5. And then I was thinking like, well, I have to wake up at 6:30 because I go to bed at 11. 11 to 6 is still 7 hours. It's plenty of hours of sleep. Like, my body is fine. My body is well rested. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wake up at 6. I'm gonna do my morning routine, and I've already planned out my week, right? Planned out my week on Saturday, which I have had to switch some things around, but again, that's why I love having a plan, because if you have a plan, you can follow the plan, and if something comes up, you can move things around like a big puzzle, right? Visually, when I talk about my plans, I'm like literally seeing Google Calendar in my mind. So yeah. What? Yes. Woke up at 6. Had my little morning routine, made my coffee, all that good stuff. Played New York Times games, which, hello? Why did they put the mini behind the paywall? Why did they put Letterboxd behind the paywall? Did I cave and give them the $5 they wanted so that I could play my freaking games that I play every single morning? Yes, I did. And I know you're not supposed to like give in to capitalistic tendencies like that. But I will say, we will give in to drugstore makeup being sold for $25, okay? And then an app that provides your brain with value and like stimulation that isn't from scrolling and it isn't from shopping. I feel if I'm willing to give like Maybelline foundation like almost $30, I feel I should like put that money towards something that I do every single morning and like really, you know, it is good for your brain. You know what I'm saying here? Like, we can't get mad that apps like New York Times games that are, you know, really fun, really stimulating for the mind are following suit with literally every other category. You know what I'm saying here? Anyway, I don't want to get hung up on that. So anyway, yes, I played my games that I paid $5 a month for. Which also led me to, because I was considering paying the $5 a month for that really aesthetic vocabulary app until I started having to pay for the New York Times. Then I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to download the dictionary app. Downloaded whoever's dictionary. I downloaded their dictionary, and guess what? You open the app, gives you the word of the day. Wish I could add a widget for their app so I could have the word of the day on my lock screen, but you know what? No. Because why do I need that to be easier? It's literally already a whole dictionary on my phone. I don't need it to be easier than it already is, okay? We need to get back to being inconvenienced as a society. So, anyway, woke up, did that, and then at 7 o'clock this morning, I had scheduled in my little Google Calendar financial literacy course. So I did my 30 minutes of my financial literacy course, and it was so much fun, and it made me miss, like, I was like, oh, right, I love learning. Like, I really do love learning, and I love stuff like Khan Academy because, like, it's free learning. Like, hello? How exciting. And I took notes, and I remember there's this teacher, I'm sure it's like a specific note style, don't remember what it's called, but he always had his PowerPoints and like lecture slides as you would take it in note form, and I've adopted that for literally any time I take notes in any other class. It was amazing. So I was taking notes, and then I got ready to go to the gym, and I went to the gym and had literally one of the most amazing workouts I've had in so long. My butt cheeks are so weak. I haven't done hip thrusts in probably 3.5 months because whenever it was, like 2 months ago, it had to have been like 3 months ago, when I hurt my back really bad, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do any like compound motions at the gym. I'm not gonna do hip thrusts. I'm not gonna do anything that puts my back at risk for the sake of a fat ass. You know what I'm saying? So, but I did those for the first time in a very long time. Very hard. I literally only was doing it with 135, and I like could barely get 6 reps in before I was like, okay, like I'm gonna hurt my back if I keep going. So I was smart. I can feel the frontal lobe developing. Like, oh, like you know, it's not a sound decision to have a hefty car payment right now. Oh, I'm not gonna try to do more weight just because I know I used to be able to, because I don't want to hurt my back. Like, wow, is this what it feels like to be almost 25? Because it's amazing. Like, I feel so smart. And then after that, I went to Wawa and put air in one of my tires, which I don't think it actually needed air, but I put air in it anyway. So now it extra doesn't need air, or it's perfect now, you know? and then I got a little latte from Dunkin', went home to my mom's, cooked breakfast, sat outside. Something that I've also been implementing, I have my phone lock all my apps except for the ones I allow, so like New York Times Games and the dictionary app, and I allow messages and like just random stuff like that, but I have it blocked. All social media is blocked until 6 o'clock every single day. Because what am I doing getting on social media and scrolling before 6 o'clock? Like, what the fuck? And the only reason that like I have the time to do that is because it's my job, and I can like go be like, oh well, I'm on here because it's my job, like I have to like check something, and I just scroll. I'm like, I'm wasting so much goddamn time in my life fucking doing this shit. So I put the screen lock on it. I kind of tempted to make a parent passcode and like just type in random numbers and not know what it is, so I literally can't override it, but also I feel like that could be potentially very stupid. Maybe I'll make my mom make a passcode so at least like somebody knows what it is. Yeah, I had an amazing morning. And then midway through the day, I was like, I had an amazing morning because it's fall first, basically, which is September 1st, which according to the meteorologists, meteorologically, it is fall first. According to the astronomers, it is not fall first. That doesn't happen until the 22nd. But yeah, I'm just riding the high of like, oh, it's fall. Is it hot out? Is it 90 degrees and sunny outside? Yes. Do we feel the fall vibes exuding from me? I do. Sorry if you don't. That's a you problem. So yeah, basically I'm just stoked. I'm just stoked on life. And then I reformatted. Okay, this is a bad idea. You saw how I'm like so far away from it, but now I have wet liner, which is good, and I can alter it with a little brush. I also started listening to rap music again, which, listen, I don't know how to explain this properly. Like, it's not good. Like, I have all my playlists on Spotify. My Spotify, I think, is linked in my, whatever it's called, my Hiiiii, my, like, link tree thing. But, like, I have a playlist that's, like, basically all of Drake's songs that are, like, for the girls. And that just kind of put you in that, like, yeah, I am that fucking bitch. And, I've been listening to that. Absolutely amazing. Lots of Russ. I love Russ. I want to go to a Russ concert. I think for me to be able to experience a Russ concert in the way that I want to experience a Russ concert, I think I have to go alone. I think that's just something I have to do, because I don't know anybody that fucks with Russ the way that I do. And I know people that like him, but like when I tell you, like, I listen to all these man's songs, do I love every single one? No, of course I don't. But like, whatever. I just, anyway. But yeah, because I reformatted my schedule, because I used to film on Mondays, right? And obviously I'm filming this now, and I'm getting ready to film Pretty Princess episode 36. But I made Mondays, they're now going to be more of a planning day rather than a filming day. But I'm going to make it like podcast filming day. So that's what today is. But I've also planned my content. Not entirely, but we still have so much time in the day. But it's also weird because it's like, it's a holiday. I was originally going to go test drive cars, stuff like that. Did I not put blush on? I don't think I put blush on. I did my whole makeup routine literally Saturday. I got off of work at 6. And because I was staying at my mom's, it was like 30-minute drive from work to where my mom is. And my friends and I were going to a restaurant that was only like 10 minutes away from where my mom lives. So it was kind of convenient, right? But I didn't do my makeup. Usually if I have plans after work, when I get off at 5 or 6, I will do my makeup in the morning so that I don't have to rush. I didn't do that. Literally zoomed home. Got home at like 6:30, I think. It was 6:35. And I was like, okay, I'm going to spend 8 minutes on my makeup, and I'm going to spend 8 minutes on my hair, and I'm going to spend like 2 seconds getting ready because I already knew what I was going to wear because it was a dress. And I only had one dress, one pair of heels. So I was like, I already know what I'm wearing. Okay, I did my full face in 9 minutes. 9 minutes. I did the wing. Like, I did this makeup look in 9 minutes. And I was like, holy fuck. My hair, it looked so bad. It needed to be washed. But I was smart, and halfway through my work day, I was like, I'm going to French braid my hair right now so that at least it can look like I put some amount of effort into it. Because I took it out of the braid, and it was wavy, and I hairsprayed it, and I was like, all right, let's go. And then I went to the melting pot for dinner, and I love the melting pot because, I'm sorry, we ate 2 big pots of cheese fondue and then a pot of chocolate fondue and had some drinks. That's girl dinner. If I've ever heard of girl dinner, that's girl dinner. Those have been my vibes recently. I'm just really enjoying the fall vibes. Also, something I've been doing, because this brown liner that I bought a little bit ago, you guys know, the NYX NYX brand Epic Ink Liner. This is in the shade Graham Cracker. I wish it was a little bit darker because you can't really see it as a wing, but I do really like doing my, like, under my lash line, because it's dark enough for there that it, you know, you can actually see it and it makes a difference. Like, you see the difference? But it's not as dramatic as a black under eye line, you know what I'm saying? Stunning. Stunning. Played with these last week, but we're playing with them again because I want to try a new one. Maybe we'll go with the shade Whipped. I love that sound. Oh, no way. Okay, whatever. The key to getting your liner to last longer is having some like dry ass lips, which is kind of hard, but that's why you start your makeup routine by putting a hydrating, like a lip mask, lip balm, lip oil, whatever. This is a beautiful color. I'm obsessed with these liners. Like, I now know which liner I'm going to continuously buy and buy again, and it's 100% going to be the Morphe liners. Alright, what shade is this? Teddy. Stunning. It's absolutely fucking stunning. I really wanted that to be clear. Is that it? One more time. Let everything melt. And we need to get into filming episode 36. We're done. We're beautiful. We're done. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me. Let me know if you want different versions of this. Okay? Okay, bye. Oh, sorry. That was rude of me. One, I think I mentioned this last week too, but don't worry, you're gonna, since it's fall first, you're gonna get more productivity vlogs soon, ASAP. Yeah. So on that note, I hope you have a pretty princess day.